What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to Let's Play, this time with episode 3. It was a decent second episode. I did prefer the first one, but the second one was alright. We got to meet the streamer, I forget his name now, like Martial Law I think it is. Had a few fun little fantasy segments. I kind of wish we actually saw them realised though. She's been very not upfront with her feelings and thoughts, hasn't she? I was kind of hoping we would see her a bit more like that, but maybe by the end of the season we might. But yeah, been a decent start so far. Been a pretty decent start so far. I did see people. I didn't really question this at the time, but I did see people kind of questioning the scene of him and his fans, his underage fans. I was more taken back by the fact that there was a black girl who was essentially white in every, or Japanese, or whatever you want to say, in every aspect, apart from the fact that they clicked fill with brown on paint. Like there was nothing black about her. We actually do have a black kind of waitress here who has got black hair, and this guy as well. I don't think I've actually seen him yet. Could just be absolutely lying there though, because these side characters haven't been massively focused on. And they actually do have black features, whereas that girl was just white, except she was black. It felt pretty lazy, but yeah, there were people were talking about the fact that he was hugging these girls while sweaty and they were underage, and I didn't really think about that, but that was a little bit weird. I guess it felt kind of normal because I wouldn't that's not my first thought that someone would be weird during that, but I guess that could be taken as quite weird. Could cause some controversies. But yeah, I wonder what the deal with this woman is. Very attractive stream lurer, perhaps, to lure young boys into the stream. So is that why they had to move originally? Kind of sucks. She's still with that horrible look on her face. Is it okay to assume everybody that turns up on your doorstep's a fan? It's pretty rude. Again, I'd say that is definitely one of the negatives of this show. It's so not subtle with stuff like that. Wow. Nice. Baby. They are dating. My thumbnail girl. Like, why do we need this? Why do we need that? that's the biggest play out of the show. Do we need that? Can we not tell that? Why do you gotta spell it out like that? Seems so unnecessary. Girl Next Door. The girl you should be most afraid of. I used to love that movie. I love that movie. Very different. You hear that title and you think it'd be quite cute, and it is cute, but a bit more. I don't know. It's good for a teenage boy. Or I like the movie so much. Got it on DVD. Ah, it's a lovely little photo, isn't it? Geeks assemble. Oh, bloody hell. That just looking at that pains my back. I've never had like a bad back, but I've always been quite flexible, but not that flexible. Hate mail. Oh. Spam. Retired, doesn't he? At a, a streamathon, is it? Is that what they call them? I've never really understood stuff like that. Like, I mean, I understand. I mean that's nice, it's charity, but usually they just do it for themselves, and it's like, why are you guys donating your hard-earned money? And you probably earn a percent of what this streamer earns. Why are you giving him money? Surely it should be the other way around, right? Surely he should be handing out his money that he made from all you guys. No, it's why I don't really like do anything like that on my channel. I just like all the money I get from my channel is from AdSense, adverts. Like, it probably would be smart financially and so on for me to do other things, but I don't know. I just feel a bit dodgy. Yeah, because as a viewer, I've been watching YouTube since like late 2000s, mid late 2000s, and I've never really like this. I can probably list on like one hand the amount of like good like advertisements or like products a YouTuber or someone or Twitch streamers come out with. So I just feel a bit dodgy about people like giving money like that. You can do what the hell you want. You can give someone money if you think they like deserve it or whatever, but I just don't understand why people are giving millionaires money. It's that same thing of like when you're famous, you get so much stuff for free, yet that's when you have the money to actually pay for it. It's just like, it's so backwards. It's weird. So yeah, I can't speak for myself in the future, but I don't think I'd ever get involved in much stuff like that. He's not installed it yet. I think he did say a couple weeks, didn't he, last episode? It hasn't quite been that long yet. Fair enough. Quite nice, actually. Didn't have to go to all that effort. What is this DKP they were talking about? Dragon kill points. Okay, the stats are out. We'll have a little pause through these. Might as well. My dog's barking a little bit right now. So she's like a mage character, Ariadne, wild maid, DPS. Okay, I just never. Whenever I used to play that Overwatch and stuff, I played DPS a bit. Most guys I used to, probably not too good hearing this, but I used to be a booster. I used to like go on people's. They'd give me their details, and I used to get them to like a certain level. And yeah, I used to quite enjoy that, and I used to play DPS pretty much exclusively to do that. It was the easiest role to do that on. Extreme focus and quick reaction time. But my preferred role was actually support, but support is so annoying. So you just get flamed 24/7. Max focus, max reaction, max analytics, but not much dedication. Well, I say not much, but average. Average dexterity, which I've always kind of questioned what that actually means. In Persona 2, which I'm currently playing, I think that means like how quick you take your turn. Not really sure. I just know that it's an important stat in Persona 2. And lowest one being teamwork, which makes sense. So I do want to do this specifically for the side characters, because the side characters really, like, that's another, probably the biggest complaint I have with the show is the fact that the side characters really aren't fleshed out very well so far. It's only been 2 episodes, but they seem very throwaway at this current moment. Angela Signy is her character name. She's a Valkyrie, a tank, which is the worst role. Is the one role I will almost never play because it's awful, especially with the 5v5 in Overwatch. Strengths, never gives up. Yeah, you've got to never give up playing that role. So her stats are fucking terrible. Teamwork almost maxed out, and then dedication maxed out, and everything else is like bottom of the bin. Like, damn. And then we've got Vixie, another DPS. She's a monk. Very team oriented. She's got really good stats. She's pretty all round and everything. Max teamwork again. Nice. Yeah, she's pretty well rounded. I'll sort the time right now. And like this gives us, I'm going to pause during these because this gives us some characterization which otherwise we wouldn't have for these people. Tells us who they are. Like these 2 girls, very teamwork focused, all round. One of them's all round. One of them is super focused on that. Tells you a bit who they are as people. This guy, Dallas. He's the one with the Xbox game tag. XX Night Killer XX. He's another D. We've got a lot of DPS here. Oh my god, his stats are even worse. Exceptional dexterity, yeah, exceptional, and he's got a bit of dedication, but other than that, they're all terrible. Nice. We want to have this guy on the team, I don't think. And they've got someone coming in a fucking limousine. Fancy pants. So the ones they have in the open, she can't speak. Talking for her phone. Who's this rich fucking little girl? Where's she just come from? I think the stats in the opening aren't the same as the stats here, are there? Because I did. Wow, she's honestly, I kind of like these stats. This would probably be what my stats would look like. Lily Chan, she's a healer, well rounded, as we see. Yeah, she's probably what I would be. And he plays as well. Oh, he's got some great stats as well. He's a tank, extremely devoted and protective. His only bad stat is dexterity. He's old, I imagine. Oh my god, Jesus. The dedication's off the charts. No, you're not wrong. So she can't speak. Interesting. Exactly. See, I'd be quite petty sometimes if someone would be like rude. I'd like intentionally, I'd help them, but just not focus on them. But you have got to get over stuff like that if you actually want to win. Okay, I think that's it for the stats, so I will just reset the timer now. But yeah, it gives us a bit of a showing of who they are as people. I like that. As I said a minute ago, that's definitely the worst part of this. The legendary warriors are returned. Looking cringe as fuck. Jesus Christ. Imagine if you were working here and these guys just walked in. I'd laugh my ass off. What the fuck are you doing? Like that, you guys see that video with that guy and the emos, and the guy just like, he looks like he looks like Team Rocket when he like folds his arms. It's fucking hilarious. It's exactly the same vibe that gave off right there. Seems like these guys at work have the totally opposite reaction. They're terrified. The black dude from the opening, okay. And again, he's actually got black hair. And like, they actually made some effort with him, which is good. Abe. Okay, he's got okay, I like those stats as well. 3 specific maxed out, and the rest like not so much. I don't mind that. I don't mind that setup. So he's the leader. So I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting them to meet up at their homes online, not in real life. That's usually what you think when you hear about this, right? Nice. Subarashi Nakama. I never used to be too good at games like that. Bruh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I'd give you the right to slap that fucker. Why do you say that? What a weird thing to say. Look at this dude. Frankie of the Dead. Again, I think I said about earlier, it's like I was really good at Overwatch, so I thought, why not make money off it? I did that a little bit doing it, but honestly, it was pretty scary initially. It was like, oh shit, what happens if I fuck this guy's whole thing up? Got the bag sweating. Fucking, I've never seen that before. Sweaty bag. Yeah. Honestly though, it made me hate the game when you take it like a job, or when you do anything like that. Same with my YouTube in a sense. Like, I'm glad that's not happening on my YouTube, because when I did take gaming as a job, then it's not like a real job, but it did definitely. I ended up hating it. Like, yeah, it was just that I was playing too much, and I ended up absolutely hating it. And I haven't played for years now, and I probably won't ever play again. Yeah, it really grinds on you. So I'm really glad that's not happening with my YouTube. I don't think I do my YouTube enough, like a couple, maybe 3 episodes a day max. I don't nearly do it enough for me to hate YouTube, but that was a worry getting into starting my YouTube channel. As, oh, if I do take this like really seriously and do this often, what happens if I end up hating watching anime? hating recording videos. I'm very glad. Like, there's almost been no difference for me since I started watching till now. I don't feel any different than when I initially started. I will say my taste and such has probably changed a little bit, but yeah, in terms of my enjoyment, it's still like I still watch a lot of absolutely amazing stuff that really affects me and that I really enjoy. So I'm glad that's not the case. Not saying it won't be the case in the future. It may very well be, but yeah, for now at least, I still absolutely love anime and love watching it. And now I pretty much solely because of the experiences I had doing all that, pretty much exclusively now just play like single player offline games. This is very Five Nights at Freddy, you know? Like, are you guys getting that kind of weird vibe here? Never played one of those games. I've seen the movie. I've seen people play them, but they just never look like my type of game. Do this arbitrary stuff, then get jump scared. As a massive horror fan, jump scares are really like a lot of the time very cheap. They can be done very well. I've seen a handful of really good ones. Exorcist 3 probably has the best jump scare I've seen. But what was it? I think it was Conjuring, right? Conjuring had some really good jump scares as well. Yeah, it was just like jump scare simulator. It seemed like the movie was all right. It was pretty tame. But should it not violate the rules for them to put those reviews on there? Like, is that how are they allowed? Like, surely as owners of this site, you should see a massive influx of reviews and think something weird about that, right? There's some kind of scheme or some kind of if someone, a big Twitch streamer or something, has sent people there to like hate on a game. Like, surely you see something weird with that, right? Surely that stands out as, oh, randomly it was like the reviews were great, and then randomly it just goes like that. It's like when you see someone that's bought bots on as viewers on like YouTube or something, you can see where they've bought the viewers and everything kind of goes up and it's really unnatural. Surely the people that operate that site would be able to see that, and they just overlook that. It's very much not fair, this whole situation, is it? Not fair at all. Like, oh yeah, it must absolutely suck. It's the worst game. Imagine your game being like the worst game on Steam. It'd probably get like popular just because it is the worst game on Steam. Like, there's something endearing about being the best game, but you also kind of like you wanna see what the worst game's like as well. I don't know about you guys. The game's so terrible, it's the worst. I kind of want to play that. It's like Big Rigs, or it's like the what Angry Video Game Nerd used to do, just reviewing a bunch of crap games, and that was a very very popular series. Oh, she's deaf. So she was reading lips earlier, I assume. A scummy narcissist. Make their own game on the site. A pretty big ask. Again, I bring up Steam. Can you imagine if? I mean, there are alternatives to Steam. I know there are, but Like that is the major. Like it would be incredibly hard to compete with Steam and just like make a new. Yeah. Oh, she's pretty cute, isn't she? That was a nice little talk she gave you. She is? She looks 10. Like 10. Yeah, it was a lovely little talk from her. Next, we're going to kill our neighbour. And then sign into his account, rate our game as high as possible. And everything's sorted. Rude. Everyone was just fucking eavesdropping on these guys. Rude. But you got me there. Fucking hell. That was cringe. But other than that, it was a nice little talk there, actually, wasn't it? Would you guys not be weirded out at the fact that someone like uses your whole name like that? They call you by your full name every time they see you. Air your shit out. I made Ruminate. Have you heard of the game Ruminate? No, you're not though. But you're not. Yes, you bastard. But you fucking played it wrong. What's that? What? There's a game where you don't point and shoot? Not possible. This is the same kind of people that buy FIFA every year, buy the new COD every year. Well, there's other games out there, but gaming's dying. There's no good games being released nowadays. I hate those people. You clearly don't actually play games if you think there's no good games coming out. Have you guys seen the games that came out this year? Fucking mental. But because these people keep buying the same game every fucking year, gaming's dying. Okay. He's that type of guy, isn't he? That's another thing I used to do. I used to make money off FIFA as well. I used to buy a certain pass that would give you 10 hours on the game. I'd make as much in-game currency as possible and then sell it. And then I'd buy another 10 hours, make as much as possible, sell it, and you'd earn 10 times the amount that you paid, maybe 20 times the amount that you paid for the 10 hours access. And yeah, I don't play FIFA anymore. I haven't played FIFA for like 5 or 6 years. it wasn't the case that I played it too much. I was just like, that was something I was actually happy about doing, because that company that runs that game is an absolute scam hole. So I was quite glad I could kind of get one back in that regard. I made more money than I ever spent on those games, which I'm glad about. Yeah, fair to say I've been pretty hardcore in a few of the games I've played. That's why, again, nowadays I'm much more chill, single player offline games that I can actually relax and play. Even then, I still want to get every like achievement and do everything. So it's still a bit of like intensity to it, but focused differently. Yeah, decent episode today. Nice actually getting a bit more out of the side characters, especially the girl who was deaf. I think that was a really nice moment. She's definitely the character that, the side character anyway, that I enjoy the most we've got from so far. So that was cool. I think I did hear the woman at the start is one of the fan favorite characters from the source material, which I find quite interesting because she didn't come off amazing today. She came off again just like a bit of a like thumbnail girl who was quite mean initially. Like, who are you to judge someone as a fan right off the bat like that? Yes, I get that that might happen or have happened often, but you can't go around having every interaction like that, can you? You just come off horribly. Nice little bit with the stats as well. Again, adding a little bit more character to the side characters. But yeah, good third episode. Better than the second one, I think, but still probably not quite as good as the first. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this third episode in the comment section. Decent time here. Subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date and like the video if you guys did like. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day.